We're all about it. We're live. Yeah. Yeah. Paul.
I don't know what to do with those tough
Sally again. Hey, Hoppy. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And trust me, I know there's some moms that do double duty. So Paul and I are going to go for a quick ride. We're live. This is cool. We are very excited, but here we are in Marina. And what beach are we going to, Paul?
Seaside.
Going to Seaside Beach.
And no eating, no drinking.
Yeah, we're not doing a ruse to go get some more fast food. So, Otters. Hey. And the local fire chief just showed up here. Doesn't mean I or in a bad way. So, all right. So that's all good. Okay. All right, Paul. So, what's been the best thing about summer so far? Talk to the camera.
I had summer school.
You had summer school. Very cool. Well, you still have it, right? And how are you enjoying summer school?
It's short.
It's short. Okay. All right.
Short.
Who's testing? Are we back on? Yeah, baby. Sorry about that. If you know anything about the Pacific Coast, pretty much everything north of Santa Barbara is kind of cold. The guy that invented the wetsuit was a surfer. I'm pretty sure it was a surfer in Santa Cruz. So, it's when people come here from the Central Valley to cool, it'll be really cold, huh?
Like freezing your...
Yeah, we don't want to say, hey, you watch your words, we're live.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So anyway, we're saying hi to everybody out there. Love y'all. Come on along for the ride.
You do not do the greatest cheer ever by George Carlin.
Yeah. Paul discovered George Carlin's old comedy routine where he did the world's greatest cheer, which is probably as bad or worse than the what does that say? You keep logging off my phone?
Who?
I don't know.
Who said it?
I think it might have been, not really sure. Well, it won't be hard to find out because all 29 of you... Just kidding. All right, so... Yep. Okay, so who...
And
Can you go on to our channel and try to read the comments for me? We're kind of new to this, so...
where's the channel?
On YouTube.
I don't see it.
Well, do you have a YouTube app? Oh, look it.
No.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna have to pull over. This is, and of course, I'm not messing with my phone while I'm driving. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna pull off here and read this.
Love you guys.
Well, we love you too. Is that Katie B? Yeah. Very cool. So, Katie B, I'm going to do my best to talk Australian, and if you find it as embarrassing as I do, please feel free to let me know. But can you sound Australian?
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. We threw a steak on the barbie.
Yeah.
It's actually a griddle, but so jolly good.
Show.
Yeah, crikey. That's horrible, huh? Yeah. Awesome, man. You are kind. KDB, you are so kind and thoughtful. So Paul, let's talk about some coasters in Australia.
The Tower of Terror 2
Tower of Terror 2.
at Dreamworld.
Wait a minute. Is this like a Disney?
No.
Oh, mate. Oh, I like it. Hello, mate.
And remember, go Jets, go.
That's Winnipeg and that's hockey, and I don't know that many Australians are into hockey. I doubt it, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, where we are right now is a former U.S. Army base called Fort Ord, and many buildings here are still we call them derelict buildings, I guess, but
And
they're boarded up, tagged on. We call it graffitied, and all kinds of unpleasant things. I imagine more than one homeless person has found shelter in there, and I don't begrudge them that. But
and
anyway,
the greatest regret.
The greatest regret is what?
Staying in those
Ooh.
coffee buildings.
Oh, what coffee buildings?
Derelict buildings.
Oh, the derelict buildings. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's kind of cool because there's a lot of unused, instead of wall-to-wall people like a big city like San Francisco, there are big open spaces in a lot of cases because certain spaces haven't been built on yet or developed that were part of the old Army base. Plus there's other parts of it that are still wild because they did live fire exercises here from time to time, and as a consequence they have to foot by foot sweep through each piece of land. A ordnance disposal team that gets rid of all the hidden bombs and whatnot. So it's not really landmines and stuff, but it could be like a exploding missile or a shell of some kind.
What shell?
Like out of a tank. Tank shoots a shell like a gun. So anyway.
I hope they're not nuclear.
Oh, no. I don't think this had any nuclear. Whew, I hope. Knock on wood, huh? Yeah. All right. So, hey, what amusement parks are in Australia?
Dream World, Movie World, Sea World, Luna Park, Adventure World.
Wow. Okay. Just so you know, Paul can pretty much name any park in the world, tell you what, in many cases, tell you most of the major attractions or okay? So what's the main attraction in Dream World?
Terror 2.
Really? They actually called it that? And it's not a Disney thing?
No.
That's right. It was Twilight Zone originally. Okay.
No, there was no Twilight Zone on that Tower of Terror.
Oh, really? They just call it Tower of Terror. Wow. Okay. Well done, Aussies. And then, let's see, what else? What does it say? Can you see it?
What?
Can you read that?
Yeah. and it's little.
Oh, yeah. It's a real encyclopedia of parks. And a lot of times on major roller coasters and whatnot, he can tell you what the inversions are, what the turns are. And what's really amazing to me is that turns, they use the same terms like barrel roll, hardline roll, Immelman turn. Yeah, they use all the same terms as aviators when talking about the different coaster. Yeah, loops. Yep, inside loop.
Like a pretzel loop?
Well, I'm saying where the coaster goes out. Sorry, we got disconnected. Hope we're back. Sorry, disconnected. I don't know why that's happening, but we are using a cell phone to connect, so that could have a lot to do with it. Anyway, I actually have to drive. Freeway accident brought to you by a raft of wandering otters.
Troop 417.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them what movie that's from.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. What do you think of Dodgeball?
Funny.
Funny? Yeah. Funny, little raunchy locker room humor, right? Toilet humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of toilet humor. What does she say now? There we go. Glad you're back. Thank you, Katie B.
And remember, go Man United.
Now, there's a tiny chance she doesn't know what Man United is. And I think rugby is a big thing in Australia.
Yeah, and remember, rugby is the number one sport in Australia.
Okay, and then what's number two?
Aussie rules football.
Oh, that's right. They have, they're kind of like Canadian football. There's an Aussie football. So it's like American football, only with Australian rules. Yeah.
But it's like soccer.
I speak for most Americans and certainly most Californians and people of the western states. We just love Australians. Whenever I meet them, they're very down to earth, very similar. We don't go so much for the nonsense and stuff that other people do. I guess we're more rustic in the eyes of some folks. But you know what? I say, to hell with them. They don't like it.
Yeah, and tell
They can
Saruman.
ship off.
And tell Saruman.
No, explain where you've heard that about Saruman and the BBC dramatized version
Of Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Paul really just loves having British heritage. Now this will be a real trick if we can get out here and actually still broadcast. But I think it'd be nice to show Katie B and everybody else that may eventually tune in what it looks like here, because it is quite stunning. It's not, it's not the last word. There's lots of beaches and whatnot, but we're happy to live here. And we consider ourselves lucky to live here. So I am going to go ahead and switch this around and let you see what we see parked in our car, which might explain why sometimes we just come here and stay parked in our car. So here we go. There's the sun, a little glare going to get you. And then we got some pretty good waves. Not surfable waves, but pretty good waves. And I know they do a whole bunch of surfing in Australia. So sorry. Orientation is lock, rotate device back. Okay. All right. Here I am. I got to tell you something. Oh, there we go. Katie B, if you know the actor Robert Taylor, he's in a show we really love, and he's actually an Australian actor. And a show called Longmire, and it's about a sheriff in Wyoming here in United States. And anyway, he was doing a live feed from his cell phone. The thing is he doesn't. I don't think he's really tech savvy or whatever. So he was doing it like this, with it standing up. But he is an awesome actor, and I guess one way we can gauge, we Americans can gauge how good an actor is from another English-speaking country, with the exception of Canada. They don't have any trouble sounding like Americans, because they do anyway, for the most part. But when somebody told me that Robert Taylor was Australian, I said, that's impossible. I mean, he just sounds like a good old boy from a cowboy from the western states. And sure enough, he's from Australia. But yeah. Okay, should we try to go down to the beach and see if we can keep this going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Canadians wouldn't say that. Well, I had a Canadian teacher in 6th grade, and he would say out in garage. Instead of Chinook salmon, he would say Canuck salmon. But other than that, now I gotta confess, I can't see anything, so I won't be able to get your comments right now, but we would like to take you for a walk. Right? We're going for a walk. We are in Seaside, California. There you can see Seaside city limits. Over this hill right there, over that hill right there is Carmel Valley. And there's Perch, our pet seagull. Hey, pet Perch. Hi, Perch. I think it's a universal problem with hey, no, Paul, no.
Oh, sorry.
You'll forget them. Paul just took his sandals off, but I think that's a rather nice view, actually. I got to tell you something. Another thing, people that come here, this isn't a nice bit of waves here. We have terrible rip currents, and I'm not sure what causes that. Oh, by the way, this is this particular beach here by this hotel in Seaside is one of the few dog-friendly beaches around. There's actually a number of them, but they're very specific. And so here we are.
I found something.
What'd you find? A rock?
Yeah.
Cool. Should we dig up some sand fleas? I think that's what they're called. They're like little crustaceans that live in the moist sand here. What'd you find now?
Rocks.
Oh, rock, yeah. Yeah. Now over there is the Defense Language Institute, run by the U.S. military, and also the Naval Postgraduate School. And I know that we were very inspired by people doing video logs from places like Disneyland and other like exciting parks and stuff. But I'm telling you, I just love it here. This to me is a great outing. I do like the price too. The price is very good. Not sure if you can hear me. I'll bet the wind's really whipping it up in there. I got to get one of those little wind socks I can put on my phone too. Oh wow. Hey, look. I think they may have been having a wedding or some kind of activity out there. Huh. All right. Want to hold the camera while I dig up a sand flea?
Yeah, you want to put this in your pocket?
Sure.
So I won't.
You want to hold this camera while I dig up a sand flea? Okay. So you. Here is a dead bit of sand flea right there. That's not very good. Ah! Oh! Here, help me out. No! Right. Oh my God. I forgot I have a bandage on my foot too. Damn it. Ooh, forgive me. That wave really got it. Yeah. Shall I race you to the top?
No.
Oh no, not today. Come on now. Whew. I'm telling you folks, my hand is freezing. I stuck it in there. It's cold enough by itself, but now I've got the wind whipping on it, and it's like frosting now. It is a remarkable change. Our hometown is Modesto, California, in the Central Valley, and right now I think they're dealing with 100-degree temperatures or thereabouts. And we feel you guys, to be honest. Well, it is nice being here where it's cold, but I kind of miss the heat sometimes. Not the intense heat, though. That wave knocked me on my butt. Huh? Oh yeah, you're lousy with rocks. They're kind of concreted though, huh? Must have been a little lime got mixed in that. Probably dumped by some company.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me go sit down.
Sit down? Why don't we make it to the top and then you can sit down? You can do it. We should do this more often, definitely. Especially plan on... Oh, didn't make it, huh? Okay. Just remember, if you sit there, you're going to get sand blown in your face. Why don't you take your sandals off, carry them, and get back up the hill here. Let's go. You what?
I should have this.
Sleepy? Oh, sinking, yeah. Why don't you carry your sandals? Ooh, bad language in the graffiti over here. Yeah, you're looking at the home bum king. That's the bad language I was talking about, but anyway. Oh, never mind. Okay, you ready? Okay, Paul. I'll wait for you in the car, okay?
Okay.
All right. See you later. Bye, Paul.
Not yet.
Not yet? Come on. Let's go. Look at those roads. Paul just got a Bubba Gump cap, and he got a discount on it, but he's already got it all dirty now. Broken in. That's right. Like a true trucker's cap. I like it that way. There you go. Woof. Hey, we're making it. Let's just go on the car. Let's talk to the Canadians, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the car, eh? Woo. Man.
That was a workout.
It surely was. Oi. Oh man. I are stupid. I went and forgot that I had a orthopedic shoe because I had a foot surgery. I'm not supposed to get my foot wet. Not only did I get it wet, I got a whole bunch of sand and filthy stuff in there now. But I'm tough like that. So we're gonna soldier on as soon as I catch my breath. Right, Paul?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's no faking this, no editing. Here we are, getting plastered with wind and sea mist. It's the real deal, folks. Hey, we got some new bling for the car there. CSUMB Otters. Bubba Gump. All right, Paul. Oh, hang on. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to clean this wound when I get home. Oh my goodness.
Exhausting trip, huh?
I'll say. Okay, I hope, well, we're back in our car, so the sound is going to be better, that's for sure. So So
That was hard.
it was challenging, huh? Yeah. And you collected some rocks. What else would happen? Now this is your drive, Paul. You want to drive, calm down, and get out a little bit. We've been in the house all day, so where'd you want to go now?
Drive around
Drive around.
Pacific Grove.
Well, okay. All right.
I really needed that walk.
Well, I don't doubt it. I think it did well by you. Right?
Yeah.
Okay then. All right. All right.
Can I have my phone?
Oh, sure. Hang on.
That was hard.
Can you see if you can look up Katie B's, if she had any questions or something? All right. Well, we're off and running. We're going to tour around Pacific Grove here, and I'm kind of two minds about how we should do this. Should we keep the camera on us? Or should we turn the camera around, restart, and let the camera show where we're going?
Show where we're going.
Okay. All right. So be it. So be it. Okay. So there. Eh. What do you know? I didn't even have to stop it. There we go. Right, there you go. There you go, mate. So here we are in Seaside. You can see right here there's a couple of campers. In fact, I'll bet that van right there is also a converted camper. And the trick is for the most part, you can't overnight camp on the streets here in Seaside, Monterey, Marina. They've really cracked down on all that.
It's just pathetic.
Well, I know, it's kind of sad, yeah.
I think it's someone is behind all this.
Well, surely, yeah.
I think
I mean, the logic is okay. I guess a lot of criminal activity was going on in some of these RVs. They were using it for all kinds of illicit activity. And so this was a way of cracking down on that. The problem is like we are homeowners in a town here. We have an RV, but we can't even park it overnight in front of our house on the street because of the local ordinance that forbids it. So it's pretty tight and kind of maddening. Well, more than kind of, but anyway, in many ways I do understand it, but it seems kind of what I call boneheaded, where you're punishing everybody for a few people, and I just am not a big fan of that. Okay. This is Del Monte Boulevard here we're now in Monterey, California. And up here to the right, off of Casa Verde, is kind of a secret, not so secret, little enclave of homes that are like, they all are like 4 blocks or less from the beach. And while the beach doesn't specifically belong to them, they pretty much have first access to it. And like if we lived there right now, I could just go up there, shower, and then go on back or something. But anyway, that's the way it is. We know people that live there too. And here is this eucalyptus grove that accompanies, oh, there goes an RV, south wind. A eucalyptus grove that borders the, and also is on the campus of the Naval Postgraduate School here to the left. And so you may go to Annapolis or West Point or other places, because I think all branches of the military can send their people here, but they still have to come to something like this for their graduate work. So that's pretty special. You may want to think of it as Annapolis West. That's probably pushing it. This the store on the right sells outdoor art, and they've been doing this since as long as I can remember. What always puzzles me is how their stuff doesn't get stolen. And it's not like we don't have theft crimes around here. We do. They just busted a ring. It was actually 2 or 3 rings of smash and grabbers, and also they would just find unlocked doors, take what they could, and be done with it. To my left is Dennis the Menace Park. To the right is the marina and Fisherman's Wharf. Outrigger canoe racers are out there some days. There's almost always somebody in a kayak when the ocean is agreeable. Coming up on the
How you play spill the milk?
I don't know. What is spilling the milk?
The bottle throw?
Oh, was that in Paddington? Is that what that was?
The carnival game?
Yeah.
That was Coconut Shy.
Oh, okay. All right.
How you play spill the milk?
I can't say as I'm sure. Is that the one where you knock over the bottles that look like milk? They're actually lead-filled metal bottles.
Yeah.
But a major league pitcher may even not be able to knock over. That's my story. This is the famous tunnel.
Where we honk.
Yeah. Just for fun. Hear the echo. And also to alarm somebody that may be nearby thinking that they're car. Here's the U.S. Army Presidio and the Defense Language Institute. And then there's the harbor. Almost always you can see a otter in this little harbor here as you drive by here. If you keep an eye, you can almost always see an otter there. This is what's called the Coast Guard Pier. Do we want to drive through Cannery Row?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Okay. All right, Cannery Row, here we come. Cannery Row. Oh, to my left is the United States Coast Guard. I have a former student that went to the Coast Guard Academy. I'm very proud of her. Worked with her mom. Yeah. When scuba divers right there in that little, a lot of hotels here on Cannery Row, and yeah, they're convenient and close to the aquarium, but I'm telling you, they have a, I would say, relatively very safe compared to where most Motel 6s might be. You would be very safe there, and I wouldn't hesitate to have my family stay there. So, you know, it does. All right, we're back. Oh, what does KDB say? Can you read it?
Where?
Right there.
I
Here.
don't know.
You're not even looking.
Okay.
Right there. Oh,
I forgot.
You forgot to look.
Oh well.
Yeah, oh well. Sorry, KDB. Like I say, I'll try to probably type some responses for you later on. I want to go see if that's your Aunt Bonnie. I think it is.
What is all this? I had sand on my toe, bloody toenail.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Would you rather go home now?
I think so.
Okay, all right.
I think
well,
I got sand on it too much.
we're
Too
going to
much.
head home.
Because I got sand
Yeah.
on
Okay.
my toe.
Right, right. Me too. I got sand not only on my toe.
But on your...
Yeah, buddy.
Are you guys playing Spill the Milk? Are you guys playing carnival games, Dad? Dad?
Am I good at playing carnival games? Not necessarily. I would never play in it. Okay. Bugga. My battery's going flat. I'll finish watching later. Have fun, you guys. I'll send you a photo of the beaches we drive to all the time via Facebook. Autism Isn't a Crime page. Oh, okay. Very nice. Oh, Paul, we found out that your cousin Haley is going to be going to Australia.
Cool.
Yeah. We could give her lessons on how to sound Australian. Right? So, Haley, if you're out there, we can give you lessons on how to sound. What, Paul?
Australian.
How do they sound, Paul?
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. Now, what I understand is that Australians and New Zealanders aren't terribly fond of being confused for each other. And I'm working on it, but and I've actually correctly identified South Africans too. And many people would just say, "Oh, that's an Australian accent." So, I can work on it, but it's pretty tricky, especially for us from California, where we're from California, and I mean inland California, heartland of California, and we don't have accents. If we do, they sound more like Oklahoma than anywhere else. Maybe everybody sounds like they're from out of California to us.
Right.
Right. Now, how'd you get along in Kansas? What kind of accent do they have?
I don't know.
Many of them don't have an accent. They kind of it's kind of neutral. But there's some of them have what we call a Midwestern accent, so they kind of might sound a little bit like Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri. Yeah. Well, I sure hope this phone's charging. Is your phone charging?
Yeah.
You don't even have it plugged in. How's it charging? You goofy. Telling me it's charging, you don't even have it plugged in. That's crazy. Oh, shoot. Oh, I see the problem. Your thing is... Here we go. Here, try plugging that in. And tell me if it's charging.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Crikey, I'm gonna open me a can of LaCroix. Crotch. LaCroix. There we go. Hey. Delicious LaCroix. LaCroix. Flavored sparkling. Oh, we just got done watching what movie, Paul? Grease. What's your? And we know that guy. We know one of the guys that's a scorpion, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the guys that's a scorpion in the movie Grease is from our hometown. Brian Beltran, shout out to you. Okay. So, yeah, you know, we know famous people. More people in LA, it's more of a thing for them to know famous people and act like it's nothing. Yeah, there you go. So, a lot of peer pressure here in California. Oh, look at.
What?
Who's that?
Steve Hoggs.
Steve Hawes? All right. We got more viewers. Hello, everybody. We're in Monterey, California. We're full of sand. We didn't get sand in any uncomfortable places except our feet.
And our wounds.
So we're on our way home. But we are having a great discussion, and we think we saw Paul's Aunt Bonnie. I guess we'll protect her identity. But anyway, be nice to see her. We haven't seen her in a long time.
But she got divorced.
Well, we don't know that. Not talking about that. Okay. Anyway, so I am going to go ahead and I'm doing an experiment for school. Could you make noises that a bulldog would make? Well, we either have a friend with a sense of humor or our first troll. So what sound would a bulldog make? Oh, that's right. That's right. We met a guy that was a Georgia bulldog when we went on our train trip to Berkeley, right?
Yeah.
I met him in San Jose. And how'd he go? And then Paul's Uncle John. Oh, here we go. Paul's Uncle John is a bulldog from Fresno State. Go Fresno. Thank you. You helped me out. Any other noises? We pick noises too, you know. Dogs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby. All right. Well, as you can see, we live in a hellhole here. Yeah. Here, let me turn this around and let you see it. Yeah. You can tell the decadence and disarray. This is what the postmodern apocalyptic society will look like.
Where?
I'm just kidding. I have to be careful when I'm telling a joke. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you remember one episode called I Hate Fraser Crane?
I ate Fraser Crane.
Hate.
Oh, I hate Fraser Crane. Why is that?
Read it.
Oh, I'm driving. Okay.
At
Of course,
dinner.
I'm not reading. Jeez, like I'm gonna read.
At dinner.
Of course not.
And
Do that while I'm
at
driving.
dinner, Niles mentions how Derek Mann, a columnist, stated, "I hate Fraser Crane in the day's paper." Fraser, angry by the lack of explanation, insulted the columnist on the show the following day. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that now. And then they were going to have a fight, and then Marty Crane broke it up, right? Or he got a cop friend, break it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. We saw that not so long ago. Great fish house there, right on the right. Very popular with local people. And let's see if Uncle Bruce is. No. All right. Here we are getting on Highway 1. By the way, this is how Saturday Night Live says that people from California sound. We're getting on Highway 1. For sure. And, where are you, Paul?
Highway 1.
Right. Cruising Highway 1.
At Global Gym, we're better than you, and we know it.
Yeah, for sure.
Sign up now. Smell that fitness? I do. Rockin' and shocking it, baby.
Rocking and shacking it. Now, about 1 block from where I am right now is the Home Depot that is closest to us that we go to. And I'm telling you, I have to pinch myself. These are the views we
The
get
view is different now.
when we go to Home Depot.
Now we see the view is different from here.
Oh yeah, McDonald's bird. Yeah, we got McDonald's bird down there. But it still takes my breath away when I look out my window in my car and I see a scene like that. It just takes my breath away.
Unforgettable.
Indeed. There's our Costco over to the right. Honestly, whenever I think about traveling the country, I always appreciate the whole country of ours so much. But I'm just always stunned by the beauty we live in. It's counting my blessings, that's for sure. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, I think now would be a good time for us to go ahead and sign off. What do you say, Paul?
Yeah, Wandering Waters signing off.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, let's give one final thank you, everybody that watched this. Thank you, everybody that will watch this.
And I wish you all good mental health.
Right. And so, this is Dr. Fraser Paul. No, Fraser Crane. Okay. Wishing you all good mental health. Honestly, thank you. Happy Father's Day. And, right? Or just gets cabin fever. Hey, how's that song on Muppet Treasure Island?
Cabin fever.
Cabin fever. Okay. All right. So, Wandering Otters signing off. Okay, we can sign off now. Hello. How do we do this? Can you say?
For the trolls.
Tables.